I forgot how to intro for a moment there. Hey, okay, so this actually may be one of my more serious shit posts that uh that I probably wouldn't be considered. I probably like in normal standards wouldn't be considered a shit post. But you know, I'm gonna stick with the theme because fuck man, why not? The beginning's gonna be the shit post part of this, so there you go. But this is gonna be a bit more serious probably, and I don't even know why. I've just been thinking a lot these past 2 days. It's been fun. But first off, I want to say this because I forgot to say this in yesterday's shit post. Rest in peace, Gene Wilder. I was at work yesterday when all of a sudden, like, the lady on the news, because for some reason the news was on the TV for once instead of sports. I don't know how I feel about that because it was like basically just shit news all day. Like, for instance, Gene Wilder's death, which I literally saw the lady be like, "Oh, I'm getting news that Gene Wilder passed away." I was like, "Are you?" I'm like, "Really? Well, shit, son." And it was, and so I was just like, "Wow, we're losing all these great people this year, which sucks majorly." And I wanted to say rest in peace him because best Willy Wonka straight up. I think that's the one movie that he was in that was like really part of my childhood. Cause as I said, I'm 20. I'm like, I know my generation kind of hit like the end, of some of his greater movies, and like we didn't see them when they first came out. I believe. I could be completely and utterly wrong. I know for me that was the case. Except for Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka, I know that was an older movie, but it was still like something that was big for me when I was younger. And best one. But yeah, so I was upset with that, but I mainly wanted to bring it up because it's freaking out the gatekeepers. There's like so many fucking gatekeepers coming out because of this. Like, I remember yesterday, so they talked about it on the news a few times. One when they first announced it, and then like later on during the night, and there was this dude that was waiting for his food there. I go to hand him his food, and they're talking about Gene Wilder, and he's just like, "Oh, it's so sad he passed away. You were too young to see his movies," and I was like, and I can still be sad about this shit. I'm like, how young do you think I am? I'm like, dude, are you thinking I'm like 14 or some shit? Because I've had someone ask me that before. I've had someone say I was 14. Granted, that's when I had longer hair, so who knows? Maybe I look younger than I do now. But like, I'm just thinking, like, how, like, really, man? Really? I can still be upset about this because, like, oh, goddamn. So I was a little salty about that. And then, concerning the news part, because the rest of the news, I didn't want to mention that, they talked about the, I can't remember his first name, but I know his last name is Wiener, who, the irony here, like, who got caught in another sexting scandal, I didn't even know there were two, I knew there was one other, but I didn't know there was two others before this one. So they're talking about that, they were talking about, Hillary and Trump, and of course, this Trump being a shit person that he is and attacking Hillary. And then of course, people, of course, being mad that when Hillary attacked, like, not Hillary, but one of, like, someone that Hillary worked with directly attacking him. And I'm sitting here being like, his campaign isn't even, like, bringing himself up at this point. His campaign is literally bashing Hillary. That's all he does in his campaign at this point. And I'm just like, please stop. And of course, I think there was a tweet. I have to find it again because I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was just like, trying to quote as best I can, but it was like, the blacks will vote for me, and I'm like, why? It was just crazy. I want sports back on the TV now. I don't want the news on the TV again. I was just super angry for most of the day because of the news. I was not happy. And then, I love my dad, and I know he cares about me, but so I think I mentioned this 2 days ago about about having a panic attack and losing my wallet and all that stuff. And so of course I have my dad on Facebook, and I've been like basically updating people on Facebook about the whole wallet situation. And my dad saw it, and he was just like, "Hey, what was this about having a panic attack?" And I'm sitting here being like, I literally lost my wallet and had a stressful day at work. Like, I'm just like, what are you expecting at this point? And of course, he was giving me these tips on like how I could have looked for my wallet that day. And I'm like, you knew I was having a panic attack. Like, I don't think you understand what happens when that happens. Like, I literally don't think I was hyperventilating. I'm surprised I was able to drive from my house to the grocery store to even think to look for my wallet. Like, I'm surprised I didn't just like sit here and break down, because I was just so, oh god, it was so bad. I was literally like, thankfully I was still moving, which normally if I have these kind of deals, I don't move. I cannot move. Or if I'm moving, it's like very like rapid, very like short, rapid pacing and shit. So the fact that I was able to move and actually look and think to look for my wallet and where to look for it, and was surprising to me, because I was hyperventilating the entire time. The fact that I was driving was surprising me. And he's just like, well, you know, when you're looking for something like that on like black pavement and then dark, you should do this. And I'm like, you see, any other time I probably would have thought of that, but at that time, I just want some goddamn ice cream to calm down from a stressful day at work. I didn't want that shit to happen. So that was a fun time. Like, I love my dad, but I do need to work with him on understanding a few issues. Him and my mom both. I need to help them understand mental health issues and LGBT issues. Because I think I mentioned this before, but both my parents do not really approve of LGBT stuff. Sadly, they don't approve of it. I think I'm actually gonna post a my coming out story soon. Not because I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm fucking gay as hell. I mean, I'm fucking bi as hell, whatever. No, I want to do it because the actual circumstances of my coming out and what happened and how it affected me actually is kind of important to me, and it's something that I would like the world to see, because it's like you'll see it when you see it. I don't want to go into too many details right now, because I explain it much better in that video than I can ever do off the top of my head. Because at that point, remember, I probably haven't mentioned this, I have a terrible memory, so I don't remember a lot of things very well. Like, I forget things super easily, and I made that video shortly after this happened. I think like a day or two after it happened. So all the circumstances, my feelings, everything was like much clearer, and I remembered it much better in that video. So I'll post that soon. Who knows? But yeah, that's a fun time. Hopefully things definitely cheer up for me. Definitely. I may go get Starbucks after this just to cheer myself up, because I got Starbucks gift cards, a ton of them still, somehow. But yeah, this was almost like 9 minutes long. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so don't forget to make bad life choices, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, lovelies. Oh shit, I'm dizzy. Oh fuck.